what did you make of that last night? Obviously, Erling Haaland is going to grab the headlines, but as an overall performance, City seem to have hit the ground running. I know that we got the Liverpool game last week where we got a fantastic game between two good sides, but they look like they haven't skipped a beat.
Yeah, but I think first half, City had their chances, but it wasn't as easy for them to get through. Leeds looked more organised than what everyone probably expected. You're used to Leeds coming out, going, not far off man for man, and leaving themselves open, but they're a bit more organised, sat behind the ball, sat deep. And
you got to do that though against City.
No, you do, but Leeds of previous seasons would have come out man for man. We're Leeds, we don't care who we're playing against. Probably 5-0 down at half time, but they didn't. They were more compact. They stayed in their positions, behind the ball, and Manchester City found it more difficult. Leeds didn't have much going forward on the counter attack, but it was tough for Manchester City. Yes, Haaland had his chance. Jack had a couple of chances that they missed, but I thought Leeds done okay first half.
Listen, the headlines are always going to be when you go on social media when City play and Grealish misses a sitter.
Yes,
that's where the social media attention is going to be, because the price tag comes along with that, and people are obviously going to have their say on it. But you're right to flag up a couple of other things. That first half, City should have scored 5 because Gundogan misses one, Haaland misses a couple. Yes, Jack Grealish misses the glaring error, and that's the one that goes around social media. Yeah. I thought he did incredibly well in the second half to pick himself up and to keep going, and obviously make 2 goals in the second half. People might say that he bottled, not taking the opportunities on, but he pulled it back for his mate, and his mate put the ball in the back of the net. What are you making? I know you're a fan of him, but what are you making of Jack at the moment in this City team? Because every time he does miss a chance and he doesn't score, people love to bring up numbers. Yeah. Rather than actually using their eyes and using the eye test. So what are you making of what he's doing at the moment at City?
I think first of all, because of the price tag, people are going to be, they're dying to have a go at him, like put him down whenever he misses a chance. But what people don't realise about this kid is that he's so mentally strong, he's so confident in his ability. He's seen first half, he misses the one that played back to him and he puts it over the bar. But that doesn't bother him. Some players second half would have started to hide because, the first half didn't go their way. He's not. He's getting on the ball. He's starting to make things happen. You talk about the one he squared for Haaland. Some players are thinking, I've missed that sitter. I need to score. I'm going to score. I'm going to look to my left. He's doing it for the team and thinking, you know what, the best option is to square it to Haaland. The second one, the best option is to square it to Haaland. He's done his job. He's got his 2 assists. His team's won. The match 3-1. And that's all he can keep doing. And yes, Pep said that, he wanted him to be a bit more selfish. But if Jack was selfish and didn't square that to Haaland and he shot and the keeper saved it, I'm sure Pep would have been jumping up and down, kicking even more bottles. So you got to be fair. The right thing to do there was to pass to Haaland. But the lad's got so much else to his game. Look how many times Leeds were kicking him. Players getting yellow cards. Whenever he gets the ball, he turns, he's got 2 players on him. So someone else is free. Is Haaland got less players around him? Has Mahrez got 2 players on him? No. So every time Jack gets the ball, so it's different to what he's been used to. At Villa, it was like, we're not scared of Villa. We will leave Jack 1-on-1 because we're not scared of Aston Villa. And he'd done so much more damage because he was receiving the ball 1v1. At City, he gets it and you've got a bus, you got a bus facing you that you've got to get past. So it's just different, to be honest.
The argument against him always makes me giggle. And obviously, it comes in from opposing fans. People will always hold that price tag against him. First and foremost, that's not his price tag. At the end of the day, he just went for the amount of money that Manchester City were willing to pay. Exactly. And they were willing to pay 100 million, and he's doing his thing. And then they will always use numbers. He hasn't scored this amount of goals in this amount of games. He's doing this, he's doing... Use your eyes. Is he affecting football matches? Yes, he is affecting football matches. There's no doubt that Jack Grealish is affecting football matches. As you're just saying there, he's brave on the ball. He wants to carry the ball. He wants to run at people. He wants to go past people. With that, of course, he gets fouled. You've got one of the best deliverers of a football in your team in Kevin De Bruyne on there. So therefore, goals come from those free kicks that Jack Grealish has obviously won. Yesterday, he made 2 assists towards Erling Haaland. I know that the numbers aren't there, and people will always hold numbers against him, but he is most certainly affecting football matches. And one of the best managers of our generation in Pep Guardiola seems to trust him a lot more than various other players. He's getting picked a lot more. He's starting a lot more matches. in order to try and influence these games. And he influenced the game yesterday. Whether he missed 2 chances or not, he influenced the game.
1,000%. And if you said to Jack after the game, are you disappointed he didn't score today? He will say yes. You know, he's not naive in the way of saying to himself, no, I got 2 assists, you know, doesn't matter if I didn't score or not. He will know the chances he had, he should have scored, and he'll be frustrated at that, and he'll keep going next game, and he won't shy away from chances. He won't think to himself, oh, I'm not going to get in the box now because, you know, I've missed a couple. He will still want to keep scoring more goals than he is, but what he does do, if he doesn't score, he affects the game. Sometimes he might get the pre-assist. It sounds crazy.
Is that a thing? That sounds like that XG thing that people keep talking to me about. That expected goals thing.
He might pick the ball up, run past 2 free players. He might get the ball, run past 2 free players.
I get what you're saying.
Pass it to Mahrez. He plays it across the box. Haaland scores. You know,
or as I've just said, he's the player that is fouled for the free kick that ends up in
exactly. So there's no worries for me, and I think everyone jumped on the bandwagon on social media. Bunch of numpties.
03717 223344. I'm sure City fans have got their own take on it as well. Get involved with the show.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.